Welcome back to the Law Show. I'm attorney Brian Dailey, broadcasting live from high atop the Law Show studios in Motown, the city of Detroit, on News Talk 760 WJR, answering all your legal questions. Our show goes until noon, but I want you to stay on hold if you are on hold. And if you don't get a chance to call now, but you want to call after the show is over on WJR, call 855-LAW-SHOW. That's 855-529-7469 for the Law Show Extra, and we'll be answering legal questions until people stop calling at 855-529-7469 right here in the studio from high atop the Law Show studios in Motown, Detroit. And we're going to be doing that virtually every single show that we do. I also want to let people know that if you would like to be a part of a studio audience for the Law Show, we're going to be starting that beginning with May 1st, with the first Sunday in May. We're going to have an all law show with a live studio audience. And if you'd like to be a part of that first Law Show studio audience, give us a call and leave us your email so we can get in touch with you. And we expect to be quite a few people will want to do that. We have limited seating, so you want to get your name in quickly so you can become a part of that. We're going to be doing studio audiences many Sundays to come so that you folks can bring in your questions and see that we actually exist here. We've got bricks and mortar, and we'd love to have you come in. We're answering your legal questions at 855-529-7469. That's 855-529-7469. And would you know it, we've got another question about an insurance company who is not paying what they should be paying. Greg, welcome to the Law Show. Greg.
Hi. This is Greg from Cary, Ohio. Last April, my daughter's house was demolished by the explosion in Warren, Michigan. And she has a major insurance company. I won't mention the name.
Thank you.
And the house was insured for $125,000, and they're only willing to settle for about $80,000.
Okay.
And but there's a ordinance in Warren that the house has to be rebuilt at 1,180 square feet.
Yep.
And they're only willing to pay for 900 square feet, and my daughter has to pay for the rest.
Well,
does that sound right to you?
Of course not. Absolutely not. She didn't blow up her own house. Somebody else blew it up for her.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. And what about all the contents? Are they paying for that?
As far as I know, but the way this thing's been going, I have no faith in this insurance company at all. It's been a year.
Well, I don't have faith in many insurance companies, and so you and I are on the same page on that, buddy. Listen, here's what I would suggest you do. Does she have a lawyer or a public adjuster?
No, she does not.
All right, you want to have her get in touch with us right away at 855-LAW-SHOW. That's 855-LAW-SHOW, and we'll answer her questions. We'll have her in for a no-fee consultation and see if we can get something done for her. I'm pretty sure that we can get something done for her, okay?
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it because she's not a rich girl, and they're really taking advantage of her, in my opinion.
Yep. So how's my Lady of Cary down there? That's where the shrine is for Our Lady of...
that's right.
Isn't that right?
That's right.
Isn't there a story about how they paraded her from the statue of Mary from one town down to Cary, Ohio, and it rained everywhere except where that parade was? Isn't that the story?
Yeah, that's the story.
That's really cool. I've been down there before. In fact, we've got good clients down there. So I want to say hello to Pauline if she is happening to listen. We're going to continue answering all your legal questions at 855-LAW-SHOW. Greg, thanks for calling. Have your daughter call, and we'll take good care of her. We're going to continue answering all your legal questions at 855-529-7469. Right now, we're going to talk to Leroy. Leroy, welcome to the Law Show.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I had co-signed for a car loan for my daughter about, I'm not exactly sure, about 8 or 9 years ago. And she didn't make her payments, and the car got taken, and I think probably auctioned and sold. And I had basically forgot about it, and just last week, all of a sudden, I get news from my company that I'm getting garnished for this loan. And I thought there was a statute of limitations of like 6 years or something like that, and I guess that's my question.
Well, did you get sued for this?
Hello? To be honest with you, I don't remember if I ever got any kind of a judgment. It's possible I did.
Well, if you
It's
didn't
been
get,
so long.
if you weren't served with a copy of a complaint and given an opportunity to answer, then they may not be able to do this to you, but nobody really knows until you come in and sit down and talk with us. What I'd suggest that you
Yeah.
do is that you go to the court and take a look at the court file and see if they got service on you and where they got service on you, and if that was not your address at that time, and they didn't have an order for substituted service, then I think that you might be able to set this aside. But Brad knows a little bit about garnishment. How much can they actually garnish?
They can only garnish up to 25% of your wages.
And what if that's too much? I mean, what do you do? Can you go in?
You can go to the court and ask for a payment plan, and the judges are very willing to work with people in these hard economic times. And, another thing, when you brought up the 6-year statute of limitations, a lot of people don't realize this. You're right, it is a 6-year statute of limitation, but that date starts running the last day that a payment was made on that account or any kind of, any kind of work that was done on that account. So she may have gotten the loan 10 years ago, but if she made payments for 5 years, you might still be within that 6-year statute of limitations. So that's another thing you have to look at when you're dealing with these kind of cases.
Okay. Listen.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean,
Go ahead.
She had the car taken within a year, and that was probably over 7 years ago.
Right.
So what should I do then? Go to court and find out what's going on? Because I never got served anything. I was notified through my employer.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to go to court and get a copy of the file, then make an appointment to come in and see us. And if they filed a lawsuit that was beyond the statute of limitations and did not give you service, then I think that we can get that resolved. But we have to do it within 1 year from the date that the judgment was entered or that you had notice. We got to do it right away, so you don't want to wait around. I would call on Monday the number that you just called and ask for Debbie to make an appointment for you to see Scott Decius. And he will sit down and talk with you. Then go get the court file and come in with it, okay?
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Thanks for calling the Law Show. We're going to continue answering all your legal questions at 855-529-7469. Let's talk to Terry. Terry, welcome to the Law Show.
Hi.
Hi, what can we do for you?
Thanks for taking my call.
Yep.
I had some storm damage on an RV horse trailer with living quarters back in April. Took it to a major RV outlet
Yep.
for repairs. Said they'd done the job before, could do it. Well, make a long story short, the job was a mess. Insurance adjuster came out last week. We looked at it. He told me bottom line was all they could do maybe now was pay it off for what it was worth. Well,
Yep.
that doesn't help me out because, now I'm retired. This is what me and my wife do.
Okay.
I was just wanting to know, do I have any legal action here?
You may have some legal rights, and what I'd encourage you to do is get in touch with us on Monday, and we'll make an appointment to sit down and talk with you. All right? Bring with you all your paperwork and your insurance policy and everything that you've got. If the repair shop messed up the repairs, then they're the ones that are going to have to be responsible for that, okay?
Well, this was a direct repair shop for my insurance company.
Well, that's okay. I think they're still responsible.
How come I have to keep referring to my insurance company? I have no problem with my insurance. I've had them for 25 years. But it's the shop that they referred me to.
But they're the ones that are responsible for referring it. Anyway, we can sort this all out. What I want you to do is give me a call. And unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and the Law Show is no exception. The good news is I'll be back next week on News Talk 760 WJR, broadcasting from high atop the Law Show studios. I want to thank Brad Wink for coming to see us. Thanks for the good information you've given us.
No problem, Brian. Glad to be here.
And how long have you been practicing? You've been actually out quite a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, going on 7 years now.
Yep. And so we're doing good work. He's doing good work. We're helping people out left and right all over the place. And we want to help you out as well. Remember, if you have a lawsuit, you want to make sure and get into a lawyer and talk to that lawyer about whether or not you actually have a claim and how much time you have to bring that claim. If you wait too long to bring your claim, then you'll be forever barred. Here's the thing. You can always go in and talk to a lawyer and see a lawyer and find out what are your options. It doesn't mean you have to exercise your options. Just go in and find out what your options are. How long is the statute of limitations? Do you have a claim? Where do you have to file? What court is it? Are you going to be in front of a good judge? These are things that are really, really important for you to know before you get involved in any litigation. I know the show is about over on WJR, News Talk 760 WJR, but we're going to continue on the Law Show Extra at thelawshow.com. Just stay on hold if you're already on hold. If you want to call us at 855-529-7469. You can also email your questions to questions@thelawshow.com. I want to thank Rich Lazinski, our engineer.
Hey, what happened?
And don't forget Kevin on the phones. And Dave, our producer.
Sweet.
How about Brad answering all our legal questions? And don't forget the lovely Jill, director of my inspiration. There's those angel wings. I love those things. Be sure to stay tuned for the Law Show Extra. We'll be answering all your legal questions just very shortly. I want to also tell you that next up is Glenn Hagee, the handyman. Be sure to tune him in for all those jobs around the house. He'll help you out. I'll be back.